Hi guys, this is Pawan Kumar. Welcome to my tech channel. So in this video, I am going to discuss about the types of processors used in the modern smartphones and which phone you have to buy regarding the CPU. I will start from the high end to low end specs. So let's get started. I would like to discuss about the iPhone. So iPhone has uh, a well-known craze in the market. So in January 9, 2007, Steve Jobs launched its first iPhone in 2007, January 9. iPhones like iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 6, 6s Plus, iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and the latest iPhone 10. Many of you calling it as iPhone X, but it's not X. It's the iPhone 10. It's a numerical symbol of 10. These numerical series and Plus series contains some high-end CPUs like A10, A11, A7, A8 bionic chipsets. CPU's performance is very high when compared to the relatively other CPUs. So the second CPU I would like to discuss is the Qualcomm Snapdragon. It is a company which is started in 1985. So it is the world's first company which involved in making CPUs in the game of smartphones. Qualcomm started making its own CPUs in 1985. Its low-end CPUs, some of them are 410, Qualcomm Snapdragon 410, 405, 435, 450, etc. Every CPU has its own GPU called graphics processing unit. For Qualcomm Snapdragon, it's the Adreno. In the budget series, Qualcomm released their Snapdragon series like the Qualcomm Snapdragon 617, 625, 650, 652, 630 processor. Coming to the high end or the flagship series, Qualcomm released its Snapdragon series like Snapdragon 801, 805, 808, 810, 820, 821 and the latest flagship processor 835. Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 is the latest processor from Qualcomm. It is an octa-core processor in which two sets of 4 cores are present on a single chipset. It is a powerful processor from the Qualcomm's company. Samsung has its own processor in which it released its own processor in 2011. They introduced its own processor in well-known Samsung Galaxy S2. Its name is exynous 4210 in which is used in Samsung Galaxy S2. Qualcomm is an American company. And next, the Samsung is the South Korean company in which its branches are lies in Indonesia, Brazil, China, along with India also. Exynos latest processor is the 8895 processor. It is also an octa-core processor in which two sets of 4 cores are present on a single chipset. The first 4 cores are the powerful high-end cores and the next 4 cores are the normal secondary cores. In August 9, 2004, Huawei started its own CPU called the hisilicon kirin. Its latest flagship processor is Kirin 950 system on chip. It is also an octa-core processor in which two sets of 4 cores are present on a single chipset. So its GPU is Mali. And next, the fifth CPU is Mediatek and the Spreadtrum. These are both the Chinese companies which are cheap in price. Regarding the performance, their performance is not that good compared to Exynos and Qualcomm Snapdragon CPUs. Mediatek's latest flagship processor is Mediatek Helio X27, also called as NT6797X, made in China. Comparing all these processors, iPhone and Qualcomm Snapdragon and Nvidia, are the American companies. Qualcomm, Snapdragon, Nvidia and iPhone are the American companies, while Mediatek, Spreadtrum and Kirin are the Chinese companies, which are cheaper. And regarding to the exynous, which is made by Samsung, its companies lies in South Korea. Out of all these processors, I recommend you to primarily buy a Qualcomm Snapdragon powered smartphone or an exynous smartphone, which is a Samsung device. The performance of Snapdragon and exynous processors are relatively high compared to Mediatek and cheap Spreadtrum, which are the China companies. Hope this information is useful to you. So this is Pawan Kumar from Budget Tech in Telugu channel. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.